Weather coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
There's a lot to talk about in this forecast because we have two separate threats for severe weather this week. One tomorrow into tomorrow night, another on Saturday on New Year's Day. And on the table, that risk for tornadoes, damaging wind and hail present with both separate threats in addition to locally heavy rain, eventually leading to that risk for flooding. It looks like that is going to be a possibility as the week drags on, and we're adding rain on top of saturated ground. That process really starts tonight into tomorrow, as we'll have showers becoming more widespread into thunderstorm activity tomorrow. So we're calling it significant rainfall, a few inches of rain. Temperatures right now, we're all in the lower 70s. Despite the cloud cover, we still had that wind mainly out of the southwest pumping in that warmer air, although we do have a couple of sun breaks right now, and those temperatures, they stay mild overnight, and that's kind of setting the stage for this severe threat. The Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network becoming a little more active now, mainly west of I-65. Seen some new showers popping up here in Lauderdale County. This little band of showers tracking towards the northeast, lifting north of 72, getting ready to cross the state line up into Tennessee. But nothing in the way of severe weather expected this evening or tonight for that matter. Tomorrow, of course, that's when things start to change. Notice the storm chances ramping up here through the second half of the day. Temperatures will still reach the lower 70s. Even though we keep a fair amount of cloud cover tomorrow, it's not going to make much of a difference. We will still have a strong wind out of the southwest, gusting up to 30 miles per hour, giving us fuel for these storms. And just to remind you, all of North Alabama is under this slight risk for severe weather. It's a 2 out of 5 on the scale from the Storm Prediction Center. Future radar shows us this. As we go through this evening into tonight, we'll stop this at 9 o'clock. I told you that the showers do become more widespread. It would not be impossible to hear rumbles of thunder tonight. It would also not be impossible to get some locally heavy rain. And you'll notice that these storms are kind of moving from the southwest towards the northeast over the same locations. It's a little bit of a concern when it comes to that risk for flooding, especially farther toward the southeast. I keep seeing this in the data sources here through parts of DeKalb County and then areas farther toward the south. Now, as we talk about what's in store for tomorrow, this is now 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. This is not really when that severe threat gets going, but watch what happens as time goes on. These thunderstorms along this band here kind of become more organized as we start to get into the afternoon. This is now stopped right at noon. Now here's 3 o'clock, and as this band really slows down its progress towards the east, that's when we start to see some new development out into northeast Mississippi and parts of Tennessee. So this is now 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. As we go through the evening, these storms continue to finally track eastward, riding right along the Tennessee-Alabama line, especially. That's what this data source is showing. And I'm continuing to see that indication for maybe some rotation in these storms, those little hook echoes trying to show up embedded within this line. That's what you see there in parts of Jackson County, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And then as we go through the rest of Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, that severe threat does not shut off with that first round of storms moving through. I'm still seeing that risk for perhaps some stronger storms all the way through early Thursday morning. So because this is going to be one of those nights where that severe risk continues through the overnight into early Thursday, have a plan before you head to bed in the event that a tornado warning is issued for your area. Here's the earliest arrival time with the severe threat for the shoals. It's 3 to 5 p.m., 5 to 7 p.m. along the I-65 corridor in our eastern counties. Earliest arrival between 7 and 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I told you significant rainfall. Look at the rainfall totals here. 3 to 5 inches possible within the next 7 days. A few inches of rain possible Saturday alone. So we'll need to monitor that flooding threat pretty closely. So again, Saturday is New Year's Day. We also have that risk for severe weather on Saturday. All of North Alabama included in that outlined risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Finer details will come into play as we get closer to the weekend. Just know that that is something else that we're watching once we get through Wednesday. And once we get through that second risk for severe weather on Saturday, look at the temperatures. It's a strong cold front coming through, a high near 50 in the morning on Sunday. We're down to 24 Monday morning.